Passek, FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today I'll be tying fairly simple woolly bugger pattern. A little bit of a, well, not a twist, it's a woolly bugger. Woolly bugger's a woolly bugger's a woolly bugger. It's just many combinations of woolly bugger. So this is going to have a little bit of black and a little bit of green and a little bit of gold in it. But it's one I found is works extremely well at dusk, especially. Really, this woolly bugger I find, I don't know, it's got to be because of the gold. It really picks up that late evening dusk light and it shines. So yeah, very cool. So in the vise today we have a hen. Where the heck I put up? Did I put books? It's a Hens BL724, size 8. So it's a fairly large one. Going to be using some Hens Black Marabou for the tail, some Semperfli Rio Grande Gold Blend for the flash in the tail. The body is going to be made out of the Pearl Chenille black. It's kind of green and black. The small, that's going to be the body. And then the hackle is going to be some hen hackle. Okay. Now I know traditionally you use a cock hackle on this, but I like the effect that this gives. So alrighty, so first things first, I'm going to, and some Semperfli NanoSilk in black. So start my thread. Just get that tied on. Nip off the little tail. Waxy, just helps hold it to the hook shank, especially on these woolly buggers. These things have a tendency of wanting to turn, so I do use um, a lot of wax on these. They just, I don't know why, but they do have a tendency to want to turn. So, oh yeah, I forgot one thing. I got to get some wire. It's okay. I can get some wire in a minute when I'm ready for it. I'll have to leave the bench, but that's all fine. So I'm actually going to just take the very, very tip and snip it out of there, and then just fold this all down. And I want this about 1.5 times the length. Stick and pass. So about there. So there. I nip that off. Really wax my thread here. It's right up to the bead. Oh yeah, that's a gold bead. I forgot about that. Well, about where um, the barb would be, and then I go under, pull it towards the front, and go back over. Under, pull it back towards the front, and go over. And that'll just help it from fouling. Okay. Now I take a couple of strands of this gold blend here. I'm taking 2 to 3 strands of it. So you just, I thought this one was open. I grabbed the closed pack instead of the open pack. Whatever. All good. So I usually get 3 strands out. And I'll lay 3 strands on my side. So I'm just going to lay them right on the hook and just pinch it. And then I'll do a wrap, wrap, wrap. And I'll take this one and bring it to the other side. And wrap, wrap, wrap. And then I will just hold it as best as I can down each side. And if some of it's on the top, I really don't care. This one I just want flash. So as long as I don't want it to do is go under like that one. There we go. So now obviously way too long. So what I do is I go to the longest feather, the longest tail. I go just a little bit longer than that. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see that. And then maybe this. There you go. Okay. So quite a bit of there's a good amount of flash in that tail, right? Now I will come forward and I will have to go away for a second. It's that I forgot. I forgot if I had a wire. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, the joys of filming. Where are we? This is what I want right there. So this is a gold, light gold, uh, 0.2 mil wire from Semperfli. So it's got that gold. And then I'm just gonna put this right in underneath that bead, and then just lay this in there all the way to the back, and then I will just pull that out of the way. Then I will take my chenille, this little pearl chenille, back forward again, all the way to the front. So that's tied off. It turns right at the back, all the way forward. Now, if you want this a thicker bodied, I would have tied this in the front, went back and forward, right? But in this case, I don't want a thicker body. So I could have you also, if I want a thicker body, you can use a medium-sized chenille, but I like the more streamlined one for this pattern. So, okay. So now I'm going to find myself a nice piece of hackle. See if this one will do or not. I should be able to get all that in there. Yeah. It'll be long enough. We'll find out. So I'm just going to tie this in on my side, shiny side out. One, three on top, three in front. Knuckle plier. I grab this right by the very tip because I'm going to probably use quite a bit of this. So hold this back and then just one turn right in that back end and then open it up. It up. Take my wire. If I can grab. There we go. So let go of my knuckle. Should be okay. I got it. Okay, I'm just jiggling through. A little bit of that gold showing through, right? Just my brush to make sure that I'm catching any of those fibers. And if I do, I can come back anyway, right? So right in front, nice and tight, right in behind that bead, pull it nice and tight. Over it 3 times, in front of it 3 times. Helicopter this off. Whip finishing tool. 3. I always do 2 sets of whip finishers on my leeches. Don't know why, just became a habit. And then I'll go in and I'll put some head cement in that. Just gonna brush that all back. And there you go. There's the finished one. That's it. Finished little fly. Like I said, a little bit of that nice gold flash in the tail, a little bit of gold highlights from that rib, gold head, and then that black hackle and black tail with that blacky green kind of chenille body. Very, very productive pattern. This is something I've been tying different versions of for many years, and has been one of my favorite searching patterns over the years. And like I said, absolutely my favorite fly to be putting on at dusk. It just this thing just pulsates and it just that that gold. I think it's that the color of the dusk, down and pops out, right? That gold really pops out. So and, with the tail, like I said, it's about 1.5 times the length of the body. Um, if it's too long, you can just go in there, pinch off what you can cut. You'll have to cut obviously the sparkle, right? The Semperflash, but the rest of it, don't cut it. Just snip off if you're finding it in false hits, shorten that. I always like starting off with slightly longer tails. It's something I learned from a lot of the guys in Great Britain and Scotland and Poland and stuff. They always start off with longer tails, and then they'll shorten if they're getting short hits. But it's just something that they do over there that it increases their productivity because a lot of fish want that longer tail, right? You can always take off. You can't add while you're out there. So yeah, right now, I said fairly simple woolly bugger, just with some different color scheme. That's all. So pretty simple little fly to tie. One of the first ones that most people will learn to tie is a woolly bugger. Um, this one here, like I said, the black hen hackle that I used, actually, you can see here it's got some with a little bit of brown tips on it. That's what I actually wanted to use, and that's why it's got a little bit of the brown tips in the back. Could have used one like this one, which is all black, but I like that little bit of variegation in there. So, guys, I'll stop yapping. Thanks for watching another video, and we'll see you guys on the next tying video. Tell everyone.